Good morning, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know y'all are super excited and already digging into some pretty deep conversations about sustainability and equity. This issue that we've gathered here to talk about today is super important to me. As a woman of color with a 3-year-old daughter, I am particularly concerned about the kind of future that we are building. And we are definitely in the midst of building our future. Billions of dollars in cities across the United States, across the world, are being invested in revitalizing downtowns, and what we put in the ground is going to shape the experience of generations to come. It's going to shape what kind of people they become. It's going to shape whether or not we're going to thrive in the future or if we're going to continue to struggle with these issues that have emerged in our lifetimes, in our generation. I think that it's important that you all know a little bit about EcoDistricts before we get started. EcoDistricts is a national nonprofit. We're based in Portland, Oregon, but we do work nationwide. We have EcoDistrict certified projects all over the country that are implementing the protocol, the EcoDistricts protocol. The protocol is a framework. It's an approach. It's a how-to for how you can combine sustainability and equity and how you can make sure that projects are coming together, forming collaborative governance, building roadmaps that actually work for people, and ultimately are performing, establishing a clear set of metrics so we can measure how well we're doing in these key areas of sustainability and equity. We're a convener. We bring people together for conversations. We share lessons and best practices from the EcoDistrict certified projects that are implementing what they're learning, what they're confronting, but we also just share best practices and lessons learned from the projects that we interact with throughout our daily work, and uplift the best examples that we can find on how people are maximizing on outcomes in equity and sustainability. So we have a lot of different programs that we do that through. The summit is one thing that we do. I hope you all will be so excited and inspired by the program we put together today that you continue to engage with us through EcoDistrict Certified, where you can register your projects. You can become an EcoDistricts accredited professional and join a network of leaders who are paving the way for sustainability and equity in their cities. You can work with our accelerator, where we can help you provide technical assistance and capacity building so that you can execute on your projects better. We've got lots of great things planned today, and I'm going to get right into it. I want to give a little housekeeping here. Well, actually, before I get into housekeeping, I want to specifically take a moment to thank everyone that was involved in putting this together. I planned this conference, was on point, and it took a lot. It took a lot of different people and a lot of different ideas, and everything just crystallized into this beautiful two-day event that we've had. So I want to thank our host committee. So if you're on the EcoDistricts host committee, could you raise your hand? Woo woo, hey, host committee, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. We will make sure we send out a full list of everyone who was involved in helping put this together. And so I want to thank them for all of their time and all of the calls and all of the emails that we exchanged. I also want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. If you are a representative of one of our sponsors, could you raise your hand? All right, can we get a round of applause for our sponsors? Thank you so much. Our sponsors are BAR, Biohabitats, Blue Cross, City of Minneapolis, City of St. Paul, Denver Housing Authority, City of Portland Bureau of Sustainability, Enterprise, Evergreen Energy, Girding Edlin, HGA, Jacobs, JPB, Kresge Foundation, the McKnight Foundation, Panasonic, Prosper Portland, the St. Paul Port Authority, Summit Foundation, Candida Foundation, University of Minnesota College of Design, U.S. Bank Corp, Community Development Corporation, Vertical Vision, WSP, ZGF. Those are all of our sponsors. Can we get another round of applause for all of these people? It's so great that they're committed to helping bring these conversations together. We really, really appreciate that. So you'll probably notice when you checked in, You have name tags, we have program booklets. The program is also fully up to date on the website if you want to check it out there. We also have sign up for studio sessions. We have 6 studio sessions this afternoon. I want to make sure that everybody signs up for it. The descriptions are in your program booklet, so if you want to take a minute to think about where you want to go, we do have a cap. None of our sessions can exceed 45 people, so if you want to get on a session, go sign up in the back. You can do that either in between sessions, during the breaks, or during lunch. But we want to get your name on the list and get you in the right room before we leave. And I'll announce where those rooms are right after lunch, okay? And I want to take a moment to also mention the civic dinners tomorrow night. We'll also have sign-up sheets at the table tomorrow morning for those civic dinners. They're really informal gatherings for people to continue the conversations around the different topics that we'll be discussing today. And we also have a special bike ride that has come together. It's going to be led by Robin Garwood, who works with Councilman Cam Gordon. And we'll have a sign-up sheet for that if you decide that you want to hop on a bike. Tomorrow after the session. So without further ado, I want to take a moment to introduce Eric Muschler from the McKnight Foundation. Eric has been a program officer since 2006, working within the Foundation's Region and Communities program that integrates regional sustainable development, homes for all, and economically vibrant neighborhoods to create opportunities for people in places that are left out of the economic mainstream. Muschler's worked on several focus areas within the Region and Communities program, including housing and workforce development, as well as developing new community partnerships such as the Central Corridor Funders Collaborative, the Central Corridor Anchor Partnership, and the Minneapolis St. Paul Workforce Innovation Network, and the Central Cities Competitive Initiative at Greater MSP. Eric is a busy guy. Throughout his career, he's advanced the field of community development, promoting economic development strategies that create clear, share value, and benefits to communities and individuals struggling towards greater economic self-sufficiency. Without further ado, welcome Eric.
Check. I'm going to see if this one works. Well, thank you, and welcome. Who's not from the Twin Cities? Raise your hand. All right, come to the Twin Cities. It's great to see people coming and visiting and being able to see some of the work that goes on here. So I'm Eric Muschler with the McKnight Foundation. The founder of the foundation is William McKnight, and he is a co-founder of 3M, known for innovation. So one of the things I want to share is, one of his strategies to elicit innovation was really to require all employees to spend 10% of their time outside of their department, because he believed that working between those departments is where innovation resides. And so what I see here is the opportunity to work between the cracks and silos that we have in fields of economic justice, housing, transportation, energy. All of those fields are fields of work that you bring particular expertise to, but the innovation comes when we work across those fields, and we see that at EcoDistricts, which is one of the strongest sort of advocates for coming together and thinking comprehensively about the future of neighborhoods and the future of the city. And that's one of the reasons that we are partners in this conference along with all of the others listed.